This is a review of the Rival RHGFS1 facesaver headgear. When I got this in the mail and I took it out of the box, I could tell it was of high quality. The stitching is great. It feels durable. It feels well made. I got it in red. The red really stands out. I mean, I think it's beautiful. They have the logo is raised. I'm not sure what you really call that, but you know, it's kind of like sewn into the fabric, although it is crooked. And crooked patches, they irk me. It doesn't affect performance in any way, but you can see if I'm got the headgear even, it's just slightly off, but whatever. Raised logos on these ear guards too. I think that's a nice touch. My ears fit perfectly in this headgear. They're not being smushed in any way. They sit right in there. The placement up for the ears is perfect. Let's see. It comes with a buckle chin strap, but although it is very well padded. Actually, I'm going to put this thing on. I go ahead and put the strap on first. So I'll show you that. Put the strap on first. Put it back. So my strap is on. And then when you put it on, keep these straps off. Now they have a dual strap system in the back. So you have, this is a little block of padding for the back of your head. So I'll just show you. So set your head in there. I'll make sure my ears get in kind of comfortable. And then you take the bottom strap and you tighten that one first. And they go opposite directions, which I think is neat. It's a nice touch. So I do the bottom one first because that kind of holds it underneath my head, underneath the bump of my head. And then I do the top one. And it's on. So there's no, even though it is a buckle, and I don't like buckles because they're hard to put on when you're by yourself, where you don't have someone to put it on for you. You can go ahead and buckle that and then just Velcro the back of it on. So that makes it easy to put on. And the strap system works good, holds it nice and secure. The face bar is molded. I'm sorry, it's not molded. It's steel. So you can take it and squeeze it shut. I took it and put it between my legs and pushed on it and got it to fit my face very well. So not only does it make contact here, but it's contacting the sides of my cheekbones, and it's also contacting kind of the hinge of my jaw, which goes pretty far as distributing any kind of blow. Like if you get a blow here, then you know, it puts it on the 2 points right here. It kind of distributes the impact. So that's nice. Let's see. The vision is okay. I can see very well up and down, but it seems to cut off my side view a little bit. So I kind of get a feeling like I'm in a tunnel. And if you want to like shoulder roll or something, it's going to cut off your vision. See, I lose vision right there, when I normally would be able to see something kind of over here. And the frame comes down kind of far. The frame comes down to almost like right there. So if you go like this and you put your shoulder you try to put your shoulder up against your chin, it's going to move your headgear and make it awkward. So you won't be able to see. I mean, if you're a shoulder roller, then you probably don't want a facesaver headgear anyway, because all of them make it difficult. There is kind of a pressure point above the top of the eyebrows, and I feel it after a while. It seems like the headgear wants to sit like this. It wants to sit up. But I like having the bar in front of my mouth. I think Rival even recommends that the bar is below the nose and not in front of the nose. which I have found to work well for me. So, and the padding is very firm, so that I think it's going to take a while to break in that pressure point. I have sparred with it for about 7 rounds and it's broken in a little bit. But we'll see how it comes along over the next couple weeks. But because the padding is firm, it feels like they have one soft layer, or not soft, let's say medium to medium hard layer on the front, and a medium to medium hard layer on the back, and then like a hard layer of padding in the middle, which is a very good job of distributing the impact and between a large portion of the headgear. So if you catch a punch like right there, it distributes it kind of in a wide area, so it doesn't hurt as much. So I was worried about it being too stiff and rattling my head, but after about 7 rounds of sparring, I realized this is very protective headgear. I hardly felt any of the punches affect me. So we'll see how it breaks in. It's gotten a little bit softer. And what else can I go over? The ears are perfect. They're placed well. I think that's about it. So this is the one I've decided to keep out of the ones that I bought. And the liner is just leather. It's not any kind of fabric. It's just a smooth leather. So you can just wipe it down when you're done. And it is kind of heavy though. Well, it's pretty heavy. Not just kind of heavy. So when I put it on the scale says it weighs 1 pound 13.5 ounces. So it's almost 2 pounds. And I kind of look at that. It doesn't have to be a bad thing, because if you're moving your head with this heavy headgear on, when you put on a lighter headgear, you'll be moving quicker. So, and I think that's that. This has been a review of the Rival RHGFS1 facesaver headgear. Maybe they could shorten that name as well too. There are some things I wanted to add about this headgear I forgot to put in, and that's the punch test. This fairly small glove, this is a 14-ounce glove. It protects very well as far as the impact goes. It spreads it out evenly. It's going to be hard to get a punch in there to hurt your nose, and if it does, it's not going to hit the tip of your nose. It's going to hit it kind of in the middle. So to make it through, the glove is going to have to be centered. It's going to have to be like that. And so I don't know if you can see. So where it is making contact is on the upper part of my nose, not the tip, which is the tip is where my nose usually breaks anyway, which is why I got this facesaver headgear. Also, I got a slight discount on it from I think Forza Sports is where I bought it, and it made the price of this headgear about I think it was like $99, something like that. So for $100, that's a good deal for $100.